Cars are finally here in Fortnite, and whilst Peely was hyped for these, he's now looking forward more so toward Fortnite Season 4, but says if you don't drop a like right now, this will get delayed until mid-September. For those wondering when Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 3 is scheduled to end, if we take a look at our Battle Pass, there is not a timer anymore, more so just a designated date, currently stating August 27th, 2020. The reason I say currently is because obviously every season in Chapter 2 so far has exceeded 100 days in terms of a threshold for the season duration. Usually by now we'd see at least one delay, however in today's video we're not only going to be going over when actually Fortnite Season 4 will be releasing, with the official intended release date updated into the coding, but also everything that will be going down now up until then and how this determines the overall theme of the next season, from obviously the live event occurring, which is ultimately just going to be built up now until the end of Chapter 2 Season 3, being the only remaining thing that needs to happen or be built up to, considering the water has fully receded in 8 full stages, revealing finally Coral Castle, and also cars are finally here as the new introduced vehicle. Also in terms of our comic book characters, despite Chapter 2 Season 1, like Chapter 2 Season 2 and Season 3, it looks like we're going to be getting another Marvel or DC superhero from the comic book universes appearing as our secret Battle Pass skin. So make sure you're sticking around and watching the full video to get all of these details and find out what this character will be, or who and from what comic book universe, Marvel or DC itself. With us having our final leaked skins for the final update v13.40 in Chapter 2 Season 3, there's been a ton of really cool looking skins or cosmetics, and make sure when they rotate throughout the item shop that you're rocking code FriendlyMachine, as I'm one of very few YouTubers here on the platform that directly tries to reinvest everything they earn from this being an epic partner back into the channel to then try and meet this 5 daily gift limit every single day with every 24-hour period that resets it that goes by. If you want to receive a gift potentially in the near future, make sure you subscribe with all notifications turned on and let me know in the comments your Epic Games ID, so perhaps I can even get around to gifting you in the next video. Even if you don't want to receive a gift and perhaps are V-Bucks rich or just generally enjoy the content and keep coming back, well 70% of you watching right now who do that aren't subscribed, so if everybody subscribed right now, we'd be at 2 million total subscribers, a huge milestone in no time, and obviously the more people that help out right now can say they're an OG before 2 million. Okay, so as mentioned at the start of the video, the Battle Pass states this season ends on August 27th, 2020, however, data miners have been able to jump into the files and various other unknown areas that us the public don't usually just have access to, and found a bunch of different or extended dates for Chapter 2 Season 3 to end, thus obviously immediately starting after this happens Chapter 2 Season 4. Firstly, people started finding on August 1st that Fortnite updated their API so that the final map will last until September 14th, meaning the water receding stages of which have now fully occurred, considering, as previously mentioned, Coral Castle is revealed. Nothing can be confirmed, however, he also states, until we hear it directly from Epic. However, it is very likely that Season 3 will be extended to this date shown in the files that he's attached an image of proving this. Other data miners, such as Cyberdom on screen right now, however, have correlated all the possible release dates together in terms of what's presented publicly and in the coding, the website being the 26th of this month, the Battle Pass timer being the 27th, the day after of this month, and then in terms of both game file aspects that aren't presented to us the public, firstly is the 14th of September 2020 and the 29th of September 2020 in the API. It's expected of Epic Games at this point to not really care about extending the season, especially if that helps them obviously work on bugs or final details for the upcoming season to make it as perfect as possible upon launch, with everything releasing when it's meant to, unlike the cars this season in Chapter 2 Season 3. In terms of the season getting extended, however, this will be a good thing for all Battle Pass owners who perhaps are finding it hard up until August 27th now to reach level 160, being the max version of Eternal Night or when we unlock this style for her, as not only will this allow us to earn more XP during this extension period, but Firemonkey found in the files even at the start of the season that was introduced secretly a Week 11 and Week 12 challenge set, obviously warranting us even more XP from obviously just playing the game or completing our punch cards, or even just the weekly challenges currently available to us the players. Make of this information what you will, but I wanted to present it to you all so you can make your own mind up on it, but my best guess is it will at least be extended until September 10th, if not beyond then, so make sure to keep your eyes peeled for when Epic Games announce something like this on their official social platforms. Moving on anyways to some something that you guys perhaps have been following in game or actually completed yourself to earn your free 25,000 XP with 2 additional installments of 14,000 making up for a total of 53k, we have the Ancient Astronaut storyline, obviously being a spaceship that crash landed, portrayed even in this loading screen throughout the battle pass before it happened this season, under the water then got revealed, that we could launch prior to the 13.40 update looking like this, as you can see in the gameplay in the background. Well, it seems that this spaceship has crash landed once again from being repaired and can only be viewed in replay mode. Obviously Epic Games are enforcing here, considering the scale of this in-game mini live event or quest, the importance of space or interdimensional travel once again, as we saw in Chapter 1 Season X. I mean, put this in perspective, obviously we had the Coral Buddies quest and many others that reward us XP, but none of them brought different transportation methods back from previous times that were vaulted, like the rifts that now reappear upon launching the spacecraft/rocket. With the Ancient Astronaut returning in his spacecraft that seems to be still more so intact than his previous crash landing, we have actually a correlation to the Coral Buddies actually taking off into space too, further enforcing the space theme for Chapter 2 Season 4. All we need to do is provide them with 100 metal, like we previously had to give them certain materials to either build this city or pyramid. However, now instead of brick or wood, it's metal, 100 of which we need to give this structure upon interacting with it, which will launch the rocket into the sky. There's also another XP quest that actually will set off a nuke, obviously by collecting this nuclear container and taking it over to this guy that will set off the explosion in the first place. And despite this looking cool and taking the Coral Buddies to the nuclear age, we will get a free 25,000 XP also from doing this, meaning that if you complete these right now, as they're pretty new, you'll earn an extra 50,000 toward what you're earning playing the game. In terms of future or upcoming developments, even linking to the introduction of our new Battle Pass comic book series character for Chapter 2 Season 4, we have a ton of strings attached to an event called Galactus in the file/coding. First and foremost, this all started on Twitter with Fortori finding under the strings Galactus in the Fortnite game files these 6 craters that will be located in our map, but not specifically here. This is simply where he was able to bring it from the files into the game early at. From taking a closer look at these specific craters, the symbol looks very familiar, and upon closer inspection, we can not only correlate it to another backblink cosmetic that it actually is shown on, but the crater left behind also in the Captain America Arrives trailer when he rotated throughout the item shop as a promotional asset. Even from initially seeing this crater in the Captain America Arrives trailer, people speculated that Thor would at least be upcoming in the item shop for a skin of Marvel rarity at some point, even throughout the end of this season now, or before it, and then Hypex followed up upon the update going live in Chapter 2 Season 3 for 13.40. 2 days ago, an unknown source, not same as the old source, he had told me that a readable comic book or comic books will come to Fortnite at some point, and today's update has a file called Comic Reader. Following up from this a few hours later, more interestingly however, he found something perhaps linked to this season's live event and even the next secret upcoming Battle Pass skin, collaborating with Marvel if it is Thor. As you guys know, we've now seen the rifts reintroduced in Chapter 2 Season 3 or Chapter 2's new island/universe as a whole, with also this rocket leaving one behind in the sky from transporting, and it seems it's left behind a crack in the sky, as you'll be able to see in this tweet. As Hypex mentioned, this high tower rift will appear in the map very soon, right above the agency, or the authority so he's meant to say, and here's how it sounds. And I'm going to stop talking a second to let you guys take a look and listen to this even more closely. Pretty cool, right? Well, despite not being able to determine much of this, considering most map change files are encrypted now, Hypex found all of these upcoming map changes as stated in the tweet too, and here is the image he attached basically describing this. Even more interesting perhaps in terms of a map change, the rift in the sky, more specifically the sounds, upon applying this to a spectrogram giving us an image of what sounds do look like in this particular format or recording of them, we can clearly see it's a silhouette of a character that data miners then correlated to to another comic book universe character. And speaking of comic book universes, despite all the correlations made that they've been tweeting out about, in terms of other characters despite Thor, Hypex then followed up by stating, remember the comic books thing that I told you about earlier? Well, some people on console are seeing comic books appear in their Battle Pass menu. This should appear for everyone in the upcoming days/weeks as a teaser for something. And just a few hours later, he managed to find some gameplay clips of this in-game in somebody's Battle Pass menu/lobby. Many of you may be wondering, how does this then link to Thor? Well, from one of the pages in the comic books, as Hypex stated again by following up, as you can see, he refers to his previous tweet, you can see Thor in one of the comic book pages. A follow-up image obviously determines then the link between Galactus in the files, the codename anyways, the spectrogram, and Thor upcoming, as shown on one of the comic book pages and portrayed or teased throughout several of these symbols, whether it be in map, cosmetic, or trailer form. Now, in terms of what to conclude from this, as of now with all the information I've presented, not only does it look like they're trying to link our Battle Pass skins or the storyline characters into going into some sort of space or interdimensional theme again with the rift crack in the sky and obviously this ancient astronaut quest and Coral Buddies quest also, but they're actually integrating not only into the next season a Marvel collaboration again with Thor or Galactus, but in the Chapter 2 Season 3 live event before Chapter 2 Season 4 rolls around. This would make sense considering last season everything was leaked early, not just the Aquaman skin as the secret integrated collaboration in DC's universe aspect anyways, but all other Battle Pass skins. And speaking of Battle Pass skins or other cosmetics, here's everything in quantity of what we can expect to roll out through it in all 100 levels that we're able to view. Feel free to pause the video to get a better look at this list, but speaking of these cosmetics contained out of all 100 that we see throughout everything accessible on our Battle Pass menu, 20 of these items will be completely free. The reason we know this is because in Chapter 2 Season 2, here's all 20 free items we could obtain from leveling up between level 1 and 100, and in Chapter 2 Season 3 the same quantity is applied again, with all these cosmetics being free again between the thresholds of levels 1 and 100. Anyways, so far that's everything we have welcoming us into this new season, Chapter 2 Season 4 in Fortnite Battle Royale, so I hope you all enjoyed today's video, and if you did, don't forget to slap a like in it down below and make sure you subscribe to the channel with all notifications turned on, as right now is the time to do so if you're interested in upcoming new season information/leaks, as it's all going to be pouring out as the days pass now on the lead up to it. Hopefully I can also recognise you guys then upon doing everything just mentioned in the comment section down below from remaining consistently active, and I'm out. So have an amazing rest of your day or night wherever you are whenever you're watching, have a good one, take it easy, and as always, peace.